Camera is rolling. Sound speeds. Take one. Welcome back to Big City Stacking. This is your boy, Ace Stacks. And guess what? Today, we're talking premiums. I know, a dirty word. Ill, gross. Worst part about stacking. Or is it? Let's discuss. So, if you've been looking at anything about metals, you know you have to pay your premium to get your metal. And some would call it the cost of doing business. Another way to look at it is it's the cover charge. It's the price you pay to get into the party. You don't pay, you don't party. I paid, so I'm partying. But more accurately, it's what you have to pay to get the metal through your door. It's also your break-even point. If you paid $5 an ounce for a bar, a custom bar, a special bar, if you want to liquidate that one day without taking a loss, you should ideally be waiting until silver goes above that $5 mark. You know, so if it was 25 an ounce when you bought it, if it's $30 an ounce, you can sell that bar for $300 and, you know, have your premium in there. Now, that's mostly if you go to the local shop, because they're not going to give you premium back on it. They're going to give you spot. If you're trying to sell, you definitely do better selling peer to peer. But if you're going to take the easy route, sell it back to the LCS, then you need to have spot go up the amount that you paid in premium for each piece of bullion you have. That's the best way for you to come out on top. So today I'm going to teach you how to calculate premiums. I'm going to roll in some footage here. You're going to see 10-ounce bars on eBay. You know, everybody doesn't have a local shop, you know, and maybe you don't have, well, if you shop at 10-ounce bars, you're going to meet the minimum of these websites. But I'm just going to eBay because that's what I like to do. So I selected several pieces. Some were the cheapest I could find, and I also threw in the RCM bar there just for fun. So I want to show you how this works. I may put this in print if the handwriting is too atrocious. So, the Asahi bar, $269.69. If you divide that number by 10, you get $26.96. That's your price per ounce. Now, at the time of recording, spot it's the weekend, so spot is not moving. I'm using $24.63. Got that number from Kitco. Now, when you look at these other bullion sites, they have a spot price listed. It's not always the same, so make sure you pay attention and use that number in your figures. I'm assuming they picked their spot prices based off of what they had to pay to accumulate their metal. So, your price per ounce for the Asahi 10-ounce bar, $26.96. You subtract spot from that number, and you get your premium per ounce, $2.33. Now, once you have that $2.33, the price of the amount of the premium, you're going to divide that number by spot. So $2.33 divided by 24.63. And you're going to get a number 0.09. That equals 9%. There is a 9% premium for that Asahi bar. Is it worth it? I mean, it's the cheapest I could find on eBay at the time. So that's going to be your best bang for the buck. Moving up, there is also an Atmex bar. You know, different bars, different premiums. That price, $278.70. Price per ounce, $27.87. Subtract spot, your premium per ounce is $3.24. You take that number, divide it by spot, and you come up with 0.13. So 13% is the premium on that Atmex bar. And, you know, just for fun, shits and giggles, we threw in the RCM bar as well. RCM, $284.72. You already know that's premium. $28.47 per ounce. Subtract spot, you're paying $3.84 per ounce for the privilege of owning that bar. That's 15%. So you can see the numbers. They don't lie. It adds up over time. Maybe the main bulk of your stack you paid 9% for. Every once in a while you can go for the APMEX and the RCM. That's going to be that quality, that top tier that you can get right there. So it all really depends how you want to spend your money. Do you want more to go to premium or less? Because it can go either way, and it's totally up to you. I also did the same thing for gold. It's about the same price point. So let's look at those real quick. Yeah, I'll probably just put this in. All right. So if we take a look at the 1/10 Britannia, they have a price listed at $241.78. Subtract 1/10 the spot, $216.55. You get $25.23 in premium for that coin. Divide that by 1/10 the spot, bam, you get 11.6%. All right, moving on to the American Gold Eagle, $253.43 for the coin. Subtract 1/10 the spot, $36.93 is your premium on that one. Divide that by 1/10 the spot, you get 17%. It's king of the hill right there. You can see why. I mean, that's the quality. That's the price. Random Maple, $245.56. Subtract 1/10 the spot, $29.01 is your premium. Divide that by 1/10 the spot, you get 13.4%. So different price points, all for the same 1/10 ounce of gold, but different makers, different countries. Who do you like? Who do you want? What's it worth to you? There you go. Those are your numbers. That's your choice. But it all comes down to what you're comfortable paying. What do you prefer? You could get a maple. You can get an eagle. You could get a Britannia. It's really up to you and how much you want to pay. But knowing how to calculate your premium is what's going to keep you in the black and out of the red. So I recommend calculating your premium before every purchase. On top of that, you want to keep records of what you're paying in premium. So that way you know what your break-even price is if you ever wanted to liquidate. Don't just go and start selling stuff for spot, especially if the metals have taken a dip since you purchased. You got to know, have your records. That's what's important. It's really dealer's choice. When I went to college, it was a small town upstate, and it was a college town, so they had maybe like 3 bars. And you can decide which bar you want to go to. Maybe one bar has a $0 cover, one bar has a $3 cover, and one bar has a $5 cover. So you have to decide which one you want to go to. And what are the reasons? Do you want to drink as much as you can? Then you might go to the 0 cover bar. But maybe the $3 cover bar has live music, which is better music. And then maybe the $5 cover bar has that bartender you like, or anything like that. There's any number, and then you have to figure in, how are we getting there? Are we walking? Are we driving? How cold is it? Is it raining? All these things matter. You have to take all those things into account. Just like with this, with that RCM bar, have be worth that extra money because it has that serial number on it and it has the quality. And I've never seen one of those milk up. But you have to decide if those things are worth that extra premium to you, that extra, 9, 4, 5%, or extra 2% from the medium bar, or extra 6 from the cheapest. It's all give and take, and you get to decide for yourself what's it worth to you. All bars are not created equal, just like all gold isn't per se. But the choice is yours. So choose wisely, keep stacking, and fly equals fly. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.